Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of day you are watching us, and whatever time of day you will be watching the replay. You are welcome back to Between the Lines podcast, where we talk about adolescence, parenting, and everything in between. We took a break so we could focus on the annual teenagers conference, and we thank God that the conference was a success. But now we are back. We are back with the 18th episode, and I want to say thank you for our audience. Thank you for always joining, and thank you for always staying with us. Now, in this episode, we'll be talking about who am I becoming. The stage of adolescence is about finding identity, finding yourself. Who am I becoming? And of course, our guests today are two adolescents who is going to take us, let us view their world of identity. So, without wasting time, let's get straight into the conversation. Well, unfortunately, one of the guests is not yet around. Hopefully, will join us. But we have Alice Alfred, of course, in the studio. So, let's get straight into the conversation. Join me as I welcome Alice Alfred on stage. Hello,
Thank you very
Alice.
Hello, Ma. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
thank
the
you for
opportunity.
choosing to do this.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. We hope that as we go on in the conversation, Emmanuel is going to join us, but we're just going to kickstart anyways. So, Alice,
Okay.
what does becoming mean to you?
To me, it's I see becoming as another word for transitioning, like a transition. You are moving from one phase to another phase. A change. You are getting to know yourself better. You're getting to understand how you want to be. Probably based on influences of the environment, the community, the country, economy. It's a transition that allows you to adapt to where you want to be or where you are presently.
Okay, so becoming is a transition for you
Yeah,
from one stage to another.
yeah, yeah.
All right, that's great. Do you feel pressured to already know what you want for your future? I know that at this stage we'll have people say, "Ah, what do you want to become? What do you want to study? What do you want to become?" Is there at any point in time that you ever felt pressured, to know what you want for your future?
Ah, yeah. There are times where you feel pressure. There are times that you have a plan set. Like for instance, from my side, I had a plan set to study medicine, and along the
Mm,
line, I switched to computer science, like the tech aspect. But
okay.
when I was in medicine, I already had things. When I wanted to study medicine, I already had things planned. Like, okay, I'm going to study medicine. I want to become a neurosurgeon and stuff like that. In like 10 years time, I should be in the biggest hospital. But when I changed my dreams, or when I changed my liking to tech, I became confused. And there was a pressure
Mm,
on me because I'm not the kind of person that you will ask, what do you want to be? And I'm like, I like tech, oh, but I don't know exactly. So the pressure of knowing what part of tech you want to be in, where you want to see yourself, because it's a new world for me. I had to go and
yeah.
make research, I had to go and make research, and I started getting to know what part of tech I like because tech is very wide. I had to get to know what part of tech I like, and I discovered I loved programming per se. So, what part of programming? I saw that I love web development a lot because the fact that I'm writing a code and building something and I'm seeing it physically, and other people can see it and the rest, I really enjoyed it. But it got to a point, this present time now, where AI is taking everything. So even now, I still feel pressured because I'm like, okay, yes, I love web development, but AI is taking most of our jobs now. You can build a full website with just going to ChatGPT and it will be working, functioning properly. So I feel I need a new field, but by God's grace, I'm looking at machine learning. There's a pressure. I need a field that I need to go into. So I feel pressured about knowing because I'm in school, I'm studying. I need to learn it fast so that when I go out there, I'll have something. I'm working towards. So yeah, there's always pressure. There's
Okay.
always pressure in every stage of life. As long as there's
So
change, there will be progress.
yes. True. So would you say the pressure is coming from within, from parents, from friends, or from society?
The pressure is coming from within. Firstly, it's not about parents. My parents are not really pressuring me. But I personally, I need to know where I want to be in the next 5 years because I have a plan. I have a plan that okay, in the next 5 years after schooling, I want to be working in social place. I want to be doing social thing. So I need to. The pressure is always for me because I'll be like, you're studying this thing. What do you want to use and do? Like I need understanding, I need clearance, I need to be able to defend myself. When someone asks me, why are you studying this? And I'm like, okay, I love this and this is where I want to be in the next 5 years. And I know that this course is going to put me there. So the pressure is mostly from
Hmm.
me. And again, the pressure is also from the society. Like I said, AI is taking most of our job in tech, like web development and the rest. So when the society changes, you have to change with it in order for you to meet up at the end of the day.
True.
In tech, new things comes in every day. Every day there's always a new thing. There's a new website, there's a new app. So you have to keep up so that at the end of the day you won't learn a skill that won't be useful in the future. So
Hmm.
myself and society. That's
Society.
how
True, true, true. I like what you said that if society changes, you have to change. If not, you'll be left behind. All right. So you're not going to learn a skill that is outdated, a skill that you won't need. That's very accurate. Thank you very much. Emmanuel, you're welcome.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Good evening. Thank you for joining
Yes, ma.
us.
You're welcome, ma.
All right, so I'm going to ask you the first question I asked Alice. I was talking about who am I becoming. So, Emmanuel, what does becoming mean to you?
Okay. First of all, I would say um, becoming is a process, not a destination. So when you say you're becoming something, it's still through process. You are trying to, let me say, achieve something. So it's still, let me say, it's just a process, not a destination. So let me just say that's my definition of who am I becoming.
So, it's a
That's the way I
process
can
of
put it, ma.
knowing who you are.
Exactly. The process, not the destination.
Okay.
I'm still becoming.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you feel pressure to already know what you want for your future? Do you feel like people are hurrying you, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? Do you feel pressured to know what you want for your future?
Actually, to me, sorry, I would say I don't feel pressured. To me, I don't feel pressured because at times, let me say, for instance, I've always wanted to become a doctor. Hello.
I'm with you.
So let me say, to me, I don't feel pressured because I've always wanted to become a doctor right from time. I want to become a doctor. I want to become a doctor. Okay, I have the aim of becoming a doctor right from time. So it's just by me to set a goal. Okay, I really want to become a doctor. I have to sell my goals, everything I want, and it should work in place. But let me say, due to the way life is right now, seeing me that wants to become a doctor, due to what's called social media, the way things are going, the way we are seeing things, I now see life as okay. Let me say, even people right now, people right now, they are making millions from online. Aside from going to the hospital, sitting down, treating patients, and you expect okay, you're going to get money at the end of the day and a lot of things. So there are some other things within let me say when life goes and everything changes, there are some other things that okay you feel okay, I have plans. I have plans for. So let me say I don't feel pressure, sha.
Okay. So I think something that is common between the two of you is that you wanted to become, or you want to become, at least wanted to become a medical doctor. but you still want to become a medical doctor. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so let's talk about social media because at this stage it is the main thing now. You know,
Yes.
have you ever questioned yourself because of what you saw online? Many of us go on social media and we see things, we see people our mates, so have you ever questioned yourself like, see, this is not my mate? What am I doing with my life?
Yes. I would say yes. Like a lot
Okay.
of questioning. Let me say for instance, somebody like what's it called? Bella. Let me say somebody like Bella. If I would be if me and Bella would not be age mates, I would be probably a year older than her.
Okay.
So I do question myself that if this particular person can be in this post making money, millions of money, Bella is making millions of money right now. So so what's doing me? And I feel one thing in this life is if let me assume right now, according to social media, I've always as I want to become a doctor, I've always got have this goal of becoming a model too. That I feel if I have big brand that can just promote me and this modeling thing can just become big and gone. So I have this aim of becoming a model too. So when I see people online, people making hell of money with this thing, I feel I'm okay. If I'm consistent with this, if I'm consistent with this modeling thing, yes, I can make it, I can get there. So consistency matters a lot too. So I would say seeing things online these days, ah, omo, so it's part of it too. Yeah. I would say seeing things online these days pushes us too. Yes, I would say so. A lot
Okay, I
actually.
think to an extent, yeah, I think to an extent, when we see our mates online doing well, as we begin to question ourselves that, but I'm also working, I'm also doing this thing.
Exactly.
Let's hear from Alice. Alice, have you ever questioned yourself because of what you saw online?
Yeah. There are instances where I have like seen someone doing better than me online. But the thing is that I see social media as a tool. For me, it's a tool. Most people that are on social media, they're either monetizing their skill or a knowledge they have. So I personally see it as a tool. So most people that inspire me, I will be like, because me, I'm not a social media person. I don't really use the social media apps too well like that. So when I see somebody my age mate doing something better than I do, I go back and I'll be like, okay, what's this person doing? Where is this person coming from? Like me, I am a tech person, and I see people doing like on TikTok mostly. I see people doing like something like a podcast here, where they invite other tech experts and they talk about tech or a live stream about tech. I feel it's a tool that can help you with connection for my field. If I see a tech person online, I follow the person and tend to keep up with interactions and the rest because it's a means of connection and a question or two can be noticed from that. Because me, I don't really do social media as such because if I'm on social media, I usually get tired. But once I see something related to my field, I am usually interested. So when I am on it, I follow that person, keep to that person's post, and and my I make sure my page is something related to what I do, promoting myself because that's what I really want. Although there are people that are doing very well in tech, and I'm like, Jesus, when did this person even start programming? But I got to understand that diligence and consistency is key. There are times I left because I was learning programming for a while. I would leave it when it got too hard and be like, rest first. I'll come back to you and maybe go work on something or do something easier. Then I come back. But as long as you don't leave it, believe me, it gets better. Those people were very diligent and very consistent. They kept going, even when it was hard, they kept going. They kept going. They kept going. Even when they failed, they kept going. That's why you can look up to them now and say that they have money. You mentioned Pella. Pella was over started this his content thing, and nobody knew him, but he kept going. Sometimes you go on people's life, they will insult him that what is he saying? He does not know how to speak English.
Mm,
But now he's the one insulting people in his own life too. So I think it's
mm,
consistency. So whenever I see somebody doing well more than me on TikTok, I'm like, it's that moment I want to go back and do my own. Like, I can do this thing. Why did I stop? Or I can do this thing. Why am I so lazy? And stuff like that. So for me, it's a motivation and it's also a tool
mm.
for connection. That is how I see social media.
True, true. I thank you very much. I can relate with that. When you see someone doing what you are doing, like you are in the same field, doing the same thing, but this person is way ahead, and you're like, where did this person start now? Sometimes, like I said, it's a tool. It's a tool, and it should be used as a tool for motivation. But you would agree with me that there are so many distractions on social media. Maybe because you're not a social media person, you may not see distractions. But I believe that there are so many distractions that you begin to compare yourself with those you should not even compare yourself with. You begin to imagine things that maybe I should do what these people are doing. And there was something when you mentioned Pele, I wanted to ask a question: that is money a measure of success, or is money the measure of success? When you were saying they're making so much money, they are so rich, I wanted to ask that: is money what you use to measure success? So let me use that as my next question. Let me pass it to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, is money the measure of success? Like, if you want to measure how successful someone is, will you look at the money they have?
Actually, I would say no. Reason being is that
Okay. Okay. I think Iman's network has gone up. Alice,
Yeah.
do you
So
think money
for
is the measure of success?
actually for me, it's not. It's part of it, but it's not the measure. It's not the main measure because success is you. Success can literally you trying to wake up every morning, and before you sleep, you must do something. Maybe success is you tell yourself every morning, if I wake up, before I sleep, I must learn a new thing. And if before you sleep you learn that thing, it's success. Money is not the measure of success. But if you want people to know that you have been successful, you need to have money.
You need to have money.
Because the world will not see your intel. They will say because there are so many people that are very intelligent.
Mm.
They have everything. They are very intelligent, very outspoken, very good in their field, but they don't have that thing that they are saying. Money. They are like, okay, this is your skill. What you guys can do? What have you gained from it? How much have you made from it? That's why when you are going to be successful in a field, you also have to learn how to monetize it. In
Mm.
my field in tech, whenever you are learning a skill, they will teach you how to monetize that skill. So you don't just learn, you learn how to monetize it. Because if you say, I've been successful in this field, they'll be like, okay, how many websites have you created? And you're like, I created for so person and I earned so amount. So that's why I said it does not measure it, but it's part of it. If you are to be
Okay.
successful, then you need to have monetized to an extent. So that is how I feel. Thank
If not, you go explain tire.
you.
Thank you very much. Emmanuel, over to you. Emmanuel, we cannot hear you. Emmanuel, we cannot hear you.
Probably should try muting and unmuting. Wait, hold on, come up.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. We cannot hear you.
No,
We
I
cannot
can't still
hear
hear
you.
you. Maybe you should leave and
You
join
can
back.
hear us, but we can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. All right, not to waste our time. Maybe you should leave the studio and join back and join again. Did you get that? Okay, so not to waste time, let's move on to the next topic. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, but it's breaking.
Influences teenagers the most today. What about now?
It's still breaking. It's not yet stable.
Hi. Ooh, I'm guessing my network.
Okay, it's
Can you hear
fine
me
now.
now?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Okay. All right, great. So, what do you think influences teenagers the most today? Parents, friends, school, or social media that we talked about? Who is the greatest influence on teenagers?
I personally, I feel social media. Personally, and why I said social media is that most teenagers now have phones, and their focus is mostly on their phone and gadgets. Sometimes they are not even looking at their parents. Before they look at their parents, it takes a life. And most times, the field they are into, their parents are not there. And some of them, their parents are not really into any field like that. They're just like traders or workers or have their own business. So half of the time, they are not looking up to their parents. Secondly, friends. Me personally, friends don't usually pressure me because I have very little of them. So half of the time, my friends are people that can motivate me to do harder. Like when you beat me at a thing, I tend to retaliate with being higher than you. So imagine we have a test, you got a higher score. The next test, I'm getting a higher score than you. Those are the kind of friends I have. So and most times we don't have the same dream or skill or whatever we want to go into. So I feel social media. But social media, you follow people that are in your line of work, follow people that are doing well in that what you wish to become. So and again, some people, you know, they are good influencers and bad influencers. Like you said, there are many distractions there. If you enter social media for your dream, or maybe let me use myself like a third person, I go there because I want to know more about tech, and Purple Speedy comes in and she's dancing. And I look at her that this lady is just dancing and making money. That's where the distraction comes from. Be like, how will I be reading all this book and trying to program 1 million code when I can dance and make cool
Can
cars? So it's a good influencer and also a bad influencer. So it takes discipline to stay on track. Takes discipline to stay on track. For you not to go sideways and start dancing or trying to do comedy or stuff. Like I think most of our mates now they are into skit making or content creation, as they call it. Everybody wants to do content. I say if everybody do content, who will be
Yeah.
watching the content? Who will be watching the content? If everybody do content. So it's like that. So it takes discipline actually, and I
Alice? Oh, okay. Emmanuel, I'm guessing this is network. Not, this is definitely network. Oh my God. Hmm. Can you hear me, Emmanuel? Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me? I can hear you,
Hello,
Emmanuel.
can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, hello, ma, can you hear me?
Yes.
But I can't hear you.
Oh my God.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you very well.
Wallah.
Can you hear me now? Emmanuel, can you hear me now? Okay, I really don't know what's up with the network today, but if you're just joining us, we're talking about who am I becoming?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Hey. Ah, like somebody is calling me, so it's just disturbing the life.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Wallah, I don't feel hear again. I can't hear you again. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Hello, ma.
I can hear you.
Wait, what's this up?
How about now? Can you
Maybe
hear
you should
me?
mute and unmute again, please.
I've done that several times. Can you hear me? Okay, so most of our guests are out of the studio. I believe it's network issue. I will log in back. So our topic is who am I becoming? And of course, our guests have told us what becoming means to them. Emmanuel has said becoming is a journey and not a destination. And Alice had said becoming means transitioning from one stage to another. They mentioned career, but the truth is, career is just a part of who we are. Career is not our identity. Career is not an identity. It's just a part of what makes us. Who we are talks about our values, our belief system, our strengths, our weaknesses, the relationships that we have. Those are things that point to who we are. And the stage of adolescence is the stage where we begin to search for identity. We begin to ask so many questions like, who am I? Who are we outside of our parents? Who are we outside what society has said I am? All right. And it takes a lot. Like a man said, it's a journey. You cannot just wake up one and say, "Oh, I found out who I am." It's a process. It's a process. And who we are now is not the final version of who we are. Yes. Who we are right now is not the final version. Even as adults, there are times where we've questioned ourselves, who am I? Who do I really want to become? Who am I becoming? So if adults can actually question themselves, I mean, why not adolescents? All right, so who we are right now is not the final version. As long as we are not dead yet, we keep evolving, we keep changing, we keep becoming. Like it is becoming continuous tense, not we have become. We are becoming. It's a continuation till, you know, till we die. We keep growing, we keep learning, we keep becoming. All right, welcome back, Emmanuel.
Welcome. Thank you, ma. Can you hear me now?
I can hear
I'm
you.
really struggling with the network. I don't know. I don't know. From one call to
uh,
another.
it's all right. It's all right.
Yes,
That's
ma. I
fine. At
can hear
least
you
you're
clearly.
back now. Okay, I can
Yes,
hear
ma.
you clearly too.
Yes,
All
ma.
right. So I was asking Alice, what who do you think influences teenagers the most today? Parents, friends, schools, or social media? Who is the greatest influence?
Mostly, I would say social media because these days now, we see even children of, let me see, 7, 6 years, 13 years with phones, having social media and do TikTok. You see them online doing all this TikTok and everything. So I'll say social media the most these days. You want to see children of 8 years, 13 years, you see them online doing one or two, doing TikTok challenge, those kind of things. And I feel if children of that age are handling phone, being on social media, a lot of things can influence them through social media. And I'll say friend too, friend, because at times you feel okay, I want to do what my friend is doing. Look at my friend, look at the clothes he wear, look at what he does. So friends to influence, yes, yes. Then I would say friends to influence the most too. So let me say
Okay.
social media,
And friends. All
because
right.
these
Alice also, I'm
these
with
are
you.
African parents. Yeah, these are African parents. They want to be like they are the most. They are, let me. I'll just say they want to be. They won't even want to like let you do something that you even wish to. At times, you'll be like, ah, no, 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 this is what I want you to do. This is what I don't want you to do. So I won't say parent the most. Parents even stop us from even doing some things that we wish to do, that we see our friends doing, and that we see online. They'll feel they know more than us. And you as a child, as a teenager, you have this mindset that I'm growing, I'm no more a kid. So I want to do what my friends are doing. I want to do what I'm seeing online. Like I want to feel
Hmm.
among. You get I want to feel among, but your parents will stop you from doing it. And you think they are not doing you the best. Meanwhile, they know more than you. So I would say social media the most and friend.
Okay.
Social media
I
the
want
most and
to add
friend.
to what you have said. The truth is, at the stage of adolescence, adolescents, yeah. So I want
Wetin
to
be
add to
sup
what you have
again
said.
like this?
Can you hear
Hello ma.
me? I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Which kind of wahala be this one?
Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry, ma. My network was acting.
I understand it's the network. Ima, can you hear me?
I don't know if you
Okay.
can hear me. Wait, if you can hear me, ma. I don't know if what's it called? The I don't know if the mic is from here or from your place. I can't hear you right now. Like I can't hear anything.
I
Immediately,
can hear
what's it called?
you
Alice is
very.
in the program back. I can't hear anything again.
Okay, can you log out and log in? Log out and log in. Okay, so Alice, while you were away, Iman was talking about social media being the greatest influence on teenagers. Can you hear me, Alice?
Yes, I can.
All right, so I was saying that while you were away, Iman was talking about social media being the greatest influence on teenagers, social media and friends. And I want to add to that at the stage of adolescence, it is normal that they move from parental attachment to peer attachment. They feel that their parents don't really understand what they are going through. Their ones are old school. It is their peers or their friends who like can you hear me, Alice?
Yes, I can. I can hear you, ma.
Okay.
I can hear you now. Yes, ma. What's the issue? Like, what's happening?
It's probably network.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Why would it
I
be
was saying that at the stage of adolescence, they move from parental attachment to peer attachment. They want to belong, they want to feel among, they want to do what their peers are doing. Like you look at your friends and you're like, we are in the same thing together, so we understand ourselves. So aside from social media, I believe that friends too, like Emmanuel has said, friends are also a very big influence on teenagers. Alice, would you agree to you that friends are also a big influence on teenagers?
Yeah, friends are also a big influence because most
I
times
can. I think I can hear you now.
we spend more time with our friends than with our parents. So, and again, most things we learn from our friends who learned it from another friend. So yeah, friends are like, yeah, and after social media, friends are the next influence. But why I spoke of social
Okay,
media first is because, can I continue? Ma, you wanted to say something, or should I continue?
continue.
Okay, why I said social media first was because most people are introverts, and introverts are very hard to keep friends. So social media is their main source of knowing everything about the world and everything. So social media is one of, like, for me, introvert. So if I want to know anything, I just go online and check it and I come back. I don't really leave my house as such. But it's very hard for them to get friends. But besides that, friends is one of the big influence on
Influences.
teenage.
Okay. All right. Has your friend ever made you do what you did not want to do?
Hmm, my friend. I need to go back and think about that. Not really. I don't think they have been at this time. Okay,
So
personally, I'm not a good person with keeping friends or making. They can't even make me do. Instead of my friend to make me do something, I end up making them do something at the end because I feel what my friends will make me do is probably maybe let's go out and the rest. And me, I don't like going out. So it's very hard for my friends to make me do anything. And thinking back, I don't think there have ever been any instance where they were the main purpose why I did something. Mostly if I want to, for me personally.
so you don't feel peer pressured.
Ha. I actually feel peer pressure is for people with many friends. I actually feel peer pressure is for people with many friends. Me, I don't have friends. I mostly have acquaintance. And for you to be my friend, there is a lot that we have talked about that I see that okay, you are my friend. But most times I have acquaintance, just acquaintance that I'll say, what's up, how you doing? But no deep conversation, or
Friend.
they won't even be able to like say, okay, let's do this because I don't really keep a conversation with them. So that's the way I am.
Okay.
So peer
Okay,
pressure,
let me
not really.
all right, so let me ask this or ask this. When it comes to becoming, knowing who you are, knowing yourself, you both mentioned career, but becoming who you are has to do with more than career. Talk about your beliefs, your values, your strengths. So as a teenager, where do you think you can get all these strong beliefs from, strong values from? We live in a society where anybody can do anything, you know, and go scot free or something. But as a teenager, you need to have certain beliefs that no matter where you find yourself, just like what we call home training, home training. So as a teenager, where do you think you can look up to or look into to get your beliefs that will hold you? Because you could change professions. Like you said, you change from medicine to tech. Tomorrow you could change from tech to maybe social science or something, but your core beliefs, is still should still be the same. All right. So as teenagers, where do you think you can, look up to or look into to get your values and beliefs from?
Okay. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. My morals and values tend to revolve around the Bible,
Okay.
my teaching from the church, what is good from right, and my parents too. They taught me this, like I so they don't, most times I the teaching I learned are not from sit down, this is how you do things. It's seeing them how they do things. I stayed with my parents, I saw how they do things. I have my grandparents too. I saw how they do things. And as a Christian, the Church of God. Like basically, my parents taught me the way of the Lord from a very young age. So my core values, it's sometimes I want to do something and I remember the passage in the Bible and I say, oh, I'm not doing it again. Don't worry, be going and stuff like that. So as a Christian, my morals mostly comes from the Bible because the Bible
Mm,
has a lot of teaching. There's nothing that's going on in this world before that has not happened in the Bible. If you go to any AI app and search, maybe once you're going through and you just search, where has it happened in the Bible? They'll give you instances in the Bible where it has happened. And you see, most times there are good instances and there are bad instances, which will show you that if you go the bad way, there is something that will happen. If you go the good way, there is something that will happen. So the Bible, for me, Christianity is the biggest moral I can get because it's sometimes, let's say, like this generation now, knowledge is a lot of things. People are literally going against religion and the rest because of what they have read, how knowledgeable they are becoming. But me,
mm,
I understand that religion is also a way to keep us from going the bad way of life. Like if you're somebody that religion now, like Christianity, is not just believing there is a God. For me personally, it's not just about you believing there is a God somewhere that is bigger than everybody, but you understand that the church of God helps you stay in line, helps you stay in check. Okay, for instance, maybe you are somebody in the church that probably the pastors knows. You see, your social media will be in check. Your you'll be you and where you go to, things you say from your mouth, you keep them in check. It's also a way of keeping you in check. When you remember that, I am somebody in this church, I do so thing in the house of God, I'm not supposed to do this. It keeps you in line. It's not just about believing, it also builds your moral for you. See, there are so many things
mm,
in church where they tell you about not revealing your body, like keeping yourself closed up and the rest. You understand that if you see people that are God fearing, they keep in line. It's not like they don't dress or they don't look good. We Christians look good, so but they are in line. They are in check.
mm,
So religion does not just tell you there is a God. It gives you moral and keep you in check. No, there is something that
mm.
needs, like we as human beings, if there is nothing checking us or keeping us on the right track, we'll go out. I didn't mean
True.
I was not a Christian. I didn't mean I was not a Christian. I would have done a lot of things. God, God help me. But there's a lot of things I would have done based on my feelings and what I think I want at the moment. So you need something to keep you in check. So
Mm,
Christianity teaches you moral. Your parents too add to it. I had about why I'm not just using parents is because I've had people or heard from people that even their parents are not a moral example to them. But you see, the Church of God, He taught them. The Church of God taught them religion. It's not just Christianity, even Muslim. I have a Muslim friend. I'm a Christian, she's a Muslim. We are friends. And when she talks about her own religion, so I saw morals in it that is aligning with the Christian religion. So for me, morality, from the church. The church is one big way for me to always keep in check.
That's interesting. And I agree with one thing that you have said, that as human beings, if we don't have something keeping us in check, we will just do anyhow. So it's true that we need to have some things. It could be the church, it could be somebody that you submit to, or that you report to, just somebody to keep you in check. Thank you very much for that. So for you, the Bible is your moral compass. Thank you very much. Emmanuel,
Yes, ma.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hopefully we will not have network glitch again.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
what's happening with the audience. I don't know.
Is the network. Okay, so I was asking Alice that as a teenager, where do you get your values from? I was saying that becoming who you are has a lot to do beyond what you want to become. Like, I mean, the career that you want to practice, career is just a part of it. Who you are becoming has to do with your beliefs, your values, your morals. So I'm saying, as a teenager, where can you get all of this from?
Okay. Like, can you come again with the question so I can understand it?
Okay, I said that as a teenager, where do you get your personal beliefs from? You know what we call home training?
Yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like home training. Like, where do you get your personal beliefs from, your values? I mean, if you believe that I should not steal, I should not take what does not belong to me, if those are
Yeah.
values, and if you believe that, oh, I should be loyal, if somebody buys something from me, I should give them the exact, balance and all of that. So where we as teenagers, where can we get those beliefs from? Because the world is, going upside down, as it were. We see many things on social media, but becoming who you are has to do with your personal values, your beliefs, and the like. So as teenagers, where can we look up to or look into to get our values and personal beliefs?
For me, I would say from parents.
Okay.
Like, an instance from church. Yeah, you can get from church too because let me say we have leaders in church, but I would say mostly from parents because they are our first God. So let me say that the first people that will put you in place, that these are the right things, these are the things you're supposed to do. So I would say mostly from parents, yeah. From parents actually.
From parents. Okay. Ali said from church. Okay. Do you believe in mentorship? Do you believe in having somebody outside of your parents, outside of your church? Do you believe in mentorship or
Yeah,
mentoring?
I believe in having somebody aside from my parents because there are some times whereby not every teenagers will live with their parents. Let me see, right from probably from their upbringing. Let me say from my own experience, I hardly live with my parents because right from time I don't tell them anything. Even I prefer telling my elder brother some things than even going to my parents to tell them anything because I feel they won't want to hear me out. They
They will
just
not understand.
understand. But I feel okay. My brother been in this. He has
He
been
has
in this
passed
game.
through that
He has
stage.
passed through that, so he would understand. He's a guy too. So let me see if I explain what I'm going through, he will understand. Okay, you come with me. Like, let's all sit down and reason this together. But if I go to my parents and explain to them, they'll whatever they want me to do is all I want to do. So I don't have choice. So I feel going to my brothers is even more preferred than going to my parents or anything. So right from time I don't share things. I prefer sharing things with my elder brothers and than sharing with my
Okay.
parents at times.
Okay. So, but you believe in mentoring, you believe in having somebody who
I
can
believe
mentor
in
you or
having
guide
somebody.
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
believe in
Okay.
that.
Okay. Alice, over to you.
Yeah, I actually do believe in mentorship too. Like, because he said that me, I can't go and meet my parents and tell them anything. I feel they won't understand what I'm even saying to start with. Because no matter what I tell them, they'll be like, don't do it. Or it's not right. Leave it like that. And
Mm.
most time I'm actually the first child. So
Okay.
if you I don't know, but for first children or me personally, we tend to make decisions on our own most of the time because we feel like it's all on us. I don't have a bigger brother to go and meet. I'm the one they are still going to go and meet from. But most times, what I do is that I see somebody who is doing better than me somebody I adore. Like recently, when I came to school, I met somebody who was she's just great. So most times, whenever I have a problem or I'm feeling pressured or I feel like this is not working out, I just go and meet her and I tell her, hello, this is what's going on, this is what's going on. And God be the glory. Every time I tell her something, there's always something for me to work on. She always give me good response that I can work on. Because I can't go and meet my parents. I cannot go and tell my parents that mommy, oh, I don't want to, or there are five boys in my life. I'm trying to choose which one I would like. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to do that because your parents will be like, call them, let
Is
me
that
see them.
what
My
I
mom will
sent you to
personally be
school
like, call
to
them, let
do?
me see them. And stuff like
All
that.
right.
So, but I can go and meet this person. Also, career wise, she's also there for me because she's done with school, same course, and I'm like, this course is so hard. Can you put me? She's like, don't worry, this is how you do it and stuff like that. So there's mentorship is actually very good. If you want to go somewhere, if you want to get to your dreams faster, you need a mentor because
Mm.
they have gone through those things
Mm-hmm.
and they will tell you, so you don't have to go through those same thing again. You already have a shortcut to solve that problem because they'll tell you, this thing you're doing, no, now it's not like that. This is what you have to do.
Mm.
This is what you have to do. And when you do that, everything is fine, and you see yourself moving at a faster pace compared to your peers. So mentorship is, I really, really recommend mentorship for everybody and anybody that needs, that wants to go far in life.
That's
I actually say
That's
mentorship.
that's that's true. In the journey of becoming, or in the process of becoming, we actually need people who have been there, done that, that can put us through. Like you said, it's a shortcut because we will not make the mistakes that they have made. They made mistakes and it took them longer years. But with mentorship, with mentoring and with guide, we will not make the same mistakes that they made. And of course, it's going to be a shorter journey. Thank you very much. We have just I think one more question because our time is almost up. So what advice would you give to a teenager like yourself struggling to find themselves? We have agreed that becoming is a journey, is a process, is transition, is not final, it's not a destination. All right. So what advice would you give a teenager strongly struggling to find themselves? Alice.
Okay, for me personally, I will tell my fellow teenagers that you being confused, it does not mean you are not serious with your life. Because I've been in many instances where the people will ask you, what do you want? And you'll be like, I don't really know. I like this and I like this, but I don't know which one I'll do. And they'll be like, you're not serious with your life. That's a lie.
Mm,
Everybody is supposed to be confused at a certain point in their life. Yes. You are growing, your likes and dislike changes. That's it. So you should never feel you are not serious with your life when you are confused at a point in your life. Just calm down. Like the last time I went for Miss Fola Kemi's program, the teenagers conference, they said we should write our strengths down. You write down your strengths, and with your strengths, you can pick a field or pick a purpose for yourself. When you know your strengths, make sure you write it down and figure out your strengths. Then work where your strength would go far, and don't go and another thing we teenager do. I remember when I was growing, I used to tell myself that talent is not profession. It's a
mm,
lie. If you have the talent, take it as your profession. Because why will you have the talent for something and it will be so easier to go far and you decide to leave that thing and go and start learning from scratch? Don't do that. Talent is profession. If you have the talent for something, go for it. Don't start looking for a different profession and say that talent, I can do it anyhow, so it's not my profession. I don't want it to. I made that mistake. I was thinking talent is not profession. That's a lie. And thirdly, for me, I feel when in your stage of becoming, just be focused and consistent, because there are times where there will be delay. Like I had delay when it was with jam and the rest. At a point, I was like, what am I even doing? Because delay can be so crucial that you will lose interest in everything at that point in time. Once you have delay, there's nothing that is making you passionate or want to. You are so like, I've been trying to get into it. I mean, I'm not doing anything again. Let me just go to work, come back, earn my 30K or how much you are earning. And you will not want to think outside the box. No. Stay focused. Keep thinking that that thing you are working for, you will get it one day. And it's never too late. Always believe it's never too late. For we Christians, we usually say, God's time is not your time. Believe it's God's time. That's one of the things that will keep you going. Believe at God's time it will work out. But you do your own part. Be consistent, work hard, keep going, keep believing, and everything is going to work out. So no matter the changes, don't feel like when you have a change of heart, you are like, so now I wanted to change all these things, or is it now I want to start going to this place? No. If you have a change of heart, go to where you are changing your heart, because when you stay where you feel you are not welcome, or where you don't have passions or love for it, it becomes a struggle. In fact, it becomes
Yeah.
liabilities. Like you are just doing things and you are just always tired. So when you feel you have a change of heart, move and just continue. One day is going to pay off. That's what I have for them.
Thank you so much. One thing I picked and I'm going to hold on to out of what you said was you should never feel you are not serious with your life when you are confused. That's the truth. Even as adults, at several points in life, we have felt confused and people like, I'm not serious. I mean, it's just confusion. It happens to anybody and everybody. It doesn't mean that we're not serious with our life. And then focus on consistency because there will be delay. The truth is becoming is not a straight line. Becoming who you are, becoming what you is not a straight line. There will be life itself is not full of good things. There are bad things by the side. So becoming is not a straight line, is zigzag, is zigzags. There are ups and there are downs. So at the point of confusion, don't think that you're not serious with your life. That's a very key point from you, Alice. Thank you for that. Let's hear from Emmanuel. Emmanuel,
Yes.
what advice would you give to a teenager like yourself who is struggling to find themselves?
Okay. At least I've said it all actually, but let me just pick out some things out of out of what we've been saying since. So, as a teenager that is still struggling with things, I would say don't rush things too much. Take it easy. Yeah. So, and consistency matters a lot. So, as we said the other time, you can talk to people that are more older than you. So at least they've gotten there before you, they've had the experience. So you can talk to people that are more that are okay. What's the next thing to do? These are my plans in 2 years ago. Now I'm not getting myself. Challenges will come. A lot of things will come. So you just have to keep on going, pushing. And by God's grace, anything can happen. So I just you don't rush as a teenager. As a teenager, I don't rush things. So let me just say that's what I can say.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. So Emma has added that take it easy. They don't the cash late comma.
Let me carry it
Don't
come
rush things. They don't the cash late
out.
comma in this life. Oh. Don't rush things. Take your time.
Exactly.
You know, there are times that when we look at our colleagues, we'll be like, I cannot. I mean, but that is their own time. We're not running the same race. You are running your own race. They are running their own race. All right. So just take your time
Am I a
in the
good?
journey of becoming. Eh? All
So
right.
there's this
Thank you.
slang we use whenever we see someone. Like there's this slang we teenager use.
Okay.
Whenever you see someone doing better than you, you'll be like, "Am I a goat? God, am I a goat?"
God, am I a spoon?
Am I
Wow, this
Yeah,
has been a
that's
very insightful session. Thank you very much, Alice. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I mean, we learn from each other. I have learned a lot from you. Yes, I have my key points already written down. Thank you so much. We have come to the end of the session, so I'll be taking you backstage as I round up the episode. Thank you very much once again.
thank you.
Okay, that was a very insightful session. To teenagers listening, like you have heard, take it easy. Life is not, becoming is not a straight line, it's a journey. And of course, in the journey of becoming, you need someone who can guide you, who can hold your hand, people who have been there, done that, that can, put you through. All right, there are times that you'll be confused. It's normal. It doesn't mean that you're not serious with your life. And remember, who you are today is not the final version of who you can become. We change every day, we evolve, we learn. Take it easy. All right. Thank you very much for listening up to this point. I'll see you in the next episode, which is coming up, sorry, in 2 Saturdays from now. Until then, I remain your host, Falakemi Abiodun. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.